It's 95 weeks to go before our event, so it's zooming in on us with alarming pace for us. Many people don't realise that in 95 weeks' time we will have a 16-day event that will have 1,400 athletes, Olympic athletes from 80 different nations, over 1,000 boats, and they will all be sailing, competing to get into London 2012. For 75% of the berths available in the sailing competition for the London 2012 Olympics will be granted through this event. And therefore the whole Olympic sailing world will be coming. They will also be coming between now and then as well. As you know, this event has already started back in July with our Emerging Nations program. We have been running a series of camps where we have been inviting young athletes who are on the cusp of Olympic competition to come here and train under our Olympic coaches of Belinda Stoll and Arthur Brett, and try and get to that next stage where they can actually be able to compete at Perth 2011 and then hopefully win a place to go on to the Olympics. Our third camp will be from the 8th to the 25th of February and will culminate in a regatta, small regatta, once again off Bathers Bay, which will also include the national championships for the Olympic RSX class. This morning we're going to hear from John Bertrand, who of course, as you all know, was, I think, competed in 5 America's Cup, the last one being when he steered Australia 2 across the line in 1983. But you may not know that John as well is a 2-times Olympian. In fact, he won the bronze medal in the Finn class in 1976. And I know that in Montreal, and I know that John will be pretty fascinated to come here and see Finns still sailing in the Olympics, and they'll be sailing off here in 95 weeks' time. So John is both an America's Cup expert, he's an Olympian medal winner, and he is still a highly active and damn good sailor. Please welcome John Bertrand.
Well, a real pleasure to be here, and also as ambassador for Perth 2011. People, I don't think, realise how hard it is to get to the top of Olympic level, World Championship level. You know, the Emerging Nations program, I think, is a fantastic initiative and great impetus for nations that don't have the wherewithal. And coming across here and to be able to compete and have coaching and support is a terrific initiative. Great for the sport of sailing, not only in this country but for worldwide. Perth, in many ways, is the epicentre of sailing in this country. You know, went onto the global map in '87, of course, with the defence of the America's Cup. And the pictures of the America's Cup boats competing in the Fremantle Doctor, the 20 to 25 knots that typically blows here, were broadcast all around the world, and particularly into the United States, and by ESPN in those days. And people were fascinated by the beautiful environment that we have in this country, and Fremantle in particular. So to have this World Championship leading into the Olympic Games, World Championship of Sailing next year, Perth 2011, will just be fabulous for this area, no question. And the time of the year will be such that the weather conditions, I think, will be superb for media to be able to be broadcast around the world. So it's an exciting opportunity, exciting for Perth and exciting for Australia as a whole. So it's a great pleasure to be involved as ambassador for the event. In the sport of sailing, because we're trying to attract Mother Nature as well as kill the opposition, it really is a life journey. So one has to be involved for many years in reality before one can get to the level that's required to get to an absolute Olympic supreme level. So the reality is it's a long shot, but people have got to start somewhere, and the fact that the backing and support that these kids, young men and women, are getting is a fantastic kickstart. The probability of getting there, it's remote, but nevertheless, that's what dreams are all about.